Prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to...
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Alabama.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ringo. Ready. We're waiting. Watch the twist.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to sack him for a loss of... Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Easy. 11. Okie.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Here we go. 21. Okie.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
21. And I got you. 12. 21. Over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Keep your poise.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And a dump off to White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. They've got a second down and 5 here to start things out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. On second down, Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
White 20!
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He can run for it, and he will. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Go, hey, run it, run! Great! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy!
On first down, Brady rolling to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's go out. No, 66. Go Bandit. Tom.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And open Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Brady, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a play fake. Brady fighting to stay upright. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Brady now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Brady. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
5-8.
On first down, Breeze.
Tighten up.
And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch the curl. Rush in. Pull down. 95, 56. 11. Check 3.
Now Breeze. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill. Check. Crunch. Kill. Hey, left. 28 left. 11.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
We go 21.
Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
5. Check. Under.
Breeze will try again on second down.
Shit.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
5-4. Under. Check your backer. 36. Hey, check Mike. Watching you. 13.
Breeze to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Kill. Good. 5-4, ready.
Now Breeze. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
We go 21. 12. He's scared. Hey, two. Mike 50. 12.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's good into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
One play at a time now. Hey.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. With safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Brady. That's to his running back, complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's Brady, and almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Woo! Four down.
Brady to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg Olsen from 6 yards away.
You know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Spins by, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
95-56.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 5-4, 5-8.
Breeze now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. That one goes for 36 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There it is, kid. There it is. Baby. Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, 2. 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Brady now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. That'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Brady got to have this one. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, possession switches hands. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
0-2. 4 down. 5-1.
On first down, Breeze. Jerry Rice, open right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
12. Where's 52? Watch for the
Breeze going to throw here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Steve Smith, 28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One play at a time now. Wide. Alpha.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Blue 80.
Breeze is looking to throw. Flushed out right. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted. No matter.
They were my fitness on the front page.